Discovery: what makes Meghan extravagantly blackmail the Queen and royal family? For poor Harry. The royal family, one of the richest and influential families in the world, has been described as being tougher than the mafia. The royal family is a well-oiled machine and nothing will get in its way and survive the collision. The Queen is fiercely protective of their reputation. People are saying that Markle is in a position to blackmail the royals. Reasons given include her being involved with Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew before she met Harry. Then say she knows too much. Could this be possible? Who knows? And the question is, why do royal commentators claim that there must be something going on behind the scenes for Meghan Markle and Harry to be able to get away with constantly pushing the boundaries of the royal family? And according to Mr. Benjamin Smallbrook from Quora, people are bound to think that Markle has a hold over the royal family because it is incredible that she continues to behave in such a way and get away with it. Had anyone else told the lies the royals did during the Oprah interview, they would have been eliminated by now. The Queen won't let Andrew come to any harm, whether it be by Markle or the FBI. Her Majesty can deal with the Virginia Jeffrey problem by throwing $20 million in her direction. The American lawyer's costs could be covered and Andrew would then stop sweating. All would be over, and given time, the public will forget. As for Markle, make no mistake, she knows too much about the royal family. She was caught taking photographs in restricted areas of Buckingham Palace. The information that Markle has on the royals, if leaked, would be damaging, and if rumors are to be believed. The big question for the Queen's advisors is how to deal with her. Ongoing rumors of the actress demanding $100 million to walk away are probably exaggerated. Too many people, including members of the family, still believe this was her endgame when she met Harry. I do not think that Meghan has got anything on the royals, but I do think the royal family is very concerned about Harry's mental state, as any pushback from them just might push him over the edge. So far, they've not had defended themselves, and the accusations have been proven false by others. Meghan had better cling on to Harry for dear life, as the minute he sees her for what she truly is and comes to his senses, Meghan will be toast. There will be no holds barred by the royal family. Blind gossip has a story out implying it is Harry and Meghan, that Harry told Meghan all the scraps the royal family got him out of his life in order to protect the false PR persona. Harry has a documented history of drug and alcohol abuse, something which Harry has admitted in TV interviews. In addition, Harry has a reputation for wild partying. It wouldn't be a stretch of the imagination if Harry broke some laws or behaved in a very problematic manner that was quietly covered up. It seems like a more believable possibility than potential dirt on Andrew. Not only that, the world right now is acerbically divided on different things. Even the simplest and fair stance or action the royal family can take on Harry and the deceitful Meghan Markle will be blown out of proportion. I hope at some point in the near future the British intelligence service will decide that enough is enough, and along with the royal family, the citizens of the UK will take firm action on those two and end their antics. Also, the fringe royals like Sarah Ferguson, Eugenie should mind their own business and keep to their family. They should be gagged and learn from Countess Sophie. Only HRH Prince William is capable and will and can ensure the right to action is meted out to the hapless duo. This is just my opinion. Most of you are smart and have a fair mind, and I enjoy reading your thoughtful comments. Maybe I'm naive, but I think the royal family is giving the Sussex duo rope enough to hang themselves. Since Meghan Markle pulled the card early on, it would be problematic to react now. Although the family is taking hits, the appeal of her trial is upcoming. The Tom Bower book and the bullying investigation are still on the horizon. At the same time, the Markles are getting more pathetic and annoying and thus diminishing their appeal. Her Majesty the Queen is playing the long game, and my money is on her. I read all this printed stuff about Meghan Markle, and so much of it is news to me. I've only just read that Meghan Markle had met Prince William before and had an opportunity to date the prince before he married Catherine. She had always been in the company of Prince Harry before the blind date. Surely Harry could have seen how conniving she is. The only thing I can think is that she must be amazing in some field to control Harry the way she does. In bed, for example. Only time will tell. Besides that, another Quarren also explains that if the Duchess of Disgrace really did say they were the only one plane crash away from the crown, the British royal family have a serious problem and have signed their own warrant by not dealing with her at the beginning. The Queen, with respect, is too elderly to deal with this, but the world is laughing. Prince Charles is the head of his family, and he doesn't need to wait until he's king to take action. He is again not proven to be weak by not stopping Harry's behavior. If they are not prepared to deal with Harry and his current wife's demands directly, all they have to do is simply allow the press to release her past. Since we're all indulging in fun speculation, here's mine. What if Meg's faked her pregnancy with Archie but kept it a secret from the royal family? Then, at the super secret christening, she tells the Queen the truth, and as a threat of saying the royal family exposes her and she will claim they knew about the surrogate from the start. Or even that the royal family forced her to use a surrogate. The more time has gone on, plus the birth of another child via a surrogate, and Meghan's threats become more powerful, because by then the Queen had known about Archie and was complicit in perpetrating a fraud on the UK citizens. But here is an explanation of a royal fan. If anyone is naive enough to believe that a complete dossier on a certain person's history, complete with pictures, notarized statements, and videos, wasn't presented to the Queen and distributed to others, including Charles, then no wonder the world is in its present state. The British government certainly knew. The point is that no action was taken. The question remains, why not? Blackmail, coercion, extortion. If the monarchy survived all these years and now suddenly becomes subject to blackmail, what? Has someone proved the royals are reptilians? Levity aside, blackmail, extortion, coercion are just off the table for me. As for the various victim cards, they are just another form of blackmail, coercion, and extortion. Perhaps it was a conflation of events that transpired, a momentary lapse of judgment. As Harry Truman famously stated, the buck stops here. There's only one person ultimately responsible for this brouhaha. She could have ended it before it even began. One very simple thing, producing a synopsis of the dossier or losing the hounds of the media. The public would have been outraged at the ready and still widely available under a certain person's real name. With the moral rectitude incumbent upon her as head of the Church of England, she could have, as she did for her son and her heir, mandated a civil wedding followed by a blessing of the marriage in a church. Would the monarchy have survived the fierce but brief brouhaha that would have ensued? Look at your history, because the monarchy has survived because that's what it is meant to do. With the potential revelations, this would have concluded as the proverbial tempest in a teapot. Public commiseration with the Queen's dilemma would have been dramatic, as would a public condemnation of a certain person trying to infiltrate the fam. It can still be done with a certain amount of red faces all around. I don't pretend to know why what was done, but it wasn't blackmail, coercion, or extortion. Hopefully, the letters patent will be forthcoming, addressing this type of situation in the future. Trying to pretend the general public hasn't at least heard of a certain person's picadillos is nonsense, and another person's duties are first and foremost to her peoples of the UK and the Commonwealth.